Assalamu alaikum everyone. I wanted to make this video just to explain to you guys, how Muslims can actually get success fast in literally whatever they want to do. Right? So make sure to listen up and really keep an open mind on the things that I'm actually saying. So, when I mean getting success fast, obviously we know as grown adults that nothing in life comes easy. But what you can do is make things efficient, because everything, you have to understand, everything in life is cause and effect, as in you do certain actions and you get a certain result, right? So what I mean by that is, if you have seen other people getting incredible results or quick results, don't just put it as luck, right? Obviously they must be doing something right. There's four aspects in life: there's religion, most important one; health, wealth, and relationships. If you feel like there is someone that you know who has done well in each aspect, understand what they have done. What are the actions that they have done to get where they are? Everything is cause and effect. There is no such thing as luck. That's my personal opinion, and I personally believe it is a fact. There is no such thing as luck. In Islam, there's something called risk. Risk includes your environment, includes your spouse, it includes your money, it includes your food, right? Let's not confuse luck with risk. What risk is that you have to put in the actions to get your risk. Your risk, for example, includes your food. So if you wanted, let's say, a certain dish like chicken, whatever, tonight, you will have to get in your car, go to the grocery shop, buy the chicken, bring it back home, wash it, cook it, and then put it in your mouth. You're not just going to say, oh, if it's meant to be, it'll just appear in my mouth and I'll consume it. You have to do the actions that it takes to get to your risk. That is my biggest message. A lot of people, what they believe is just this money, an aspect of your risk, just has different principles that follow it. It's just a completely different thing. That is just not the truth at all. What I'm trying to say here is, you have to understand, to get fast results in life with anything, especially if we're talking about money making, getting the time freedom, financial freedom, actually being able to do the things that you want with your family and practice Islam in the best way. You have to do whatever it takes to get there and do the right action. And the only way you'll know what the right action is if you actually do the necessary, discovering and hire the right people, or invest in mentorship programs where you're able to learn what the right actions are. Unless you actually do that, you'll never actually find it. You'll think everything else is a scam. So what I'm really doing here is, what I did was, when I got fired from my job, I was completely directionless, didn't know what to do, how to do certain things, and I just started off with a simple Google search, like how to make money online. And I found like a billion different things, and even while scrolling through social media, I saw a billion different things. What I did was, I actually just kept an open mind. I was like, look, if they're doing it, it's not like everyone is a scam. So I just kept on buying courses, kept on buying courses. And, it was a very, very dark and tough period of my life, that whatever I was doing, nothing was working. But the only thing that I did was correct, was I just kept going, just random action steps just towards the right direction. Doing nothing is never an answer, because doing nothing means nothing, right? So what I did was, I kept on going, and finally I actually found something that worked. Was a halal digital marketing agency. Now, a couple of things like trading, crypto, drop shipping, etc., there were doubts whether it was halal or not. I'm not going to go too much in detail with that. I made a couple of other videos on that, but it was just doubts with that. But finally I found this, that you could work with only ethical businesses, don't charge interest, and obviously keep honest communication. That makes it completely halal. All you're doing is helping other businesses like construction companies, moving, tiling, dentists. These businesses grow, and in return they pay you a certain percentage, or you charge them up front, using certain things, and you get paid a very decent amount to make other businesses a lot more money. Now, what I did was, once I got successful at that, got it to multiple six figures, I thought to myself, okay, what else can I do now? So I thought to myself, let's do something that will give me more fulfillment, like, helping only Muslims, to give back to my own community first. So essentially, what I did was, I made a program. And it's what it basically is you're not investing into any sort of stock, inventory, ads, nothing like that. All it is a package, is a one-on-one mentorship package that includes all the tried and tested resources, the done for you aspects, and the tried and tested systems to just make sure you get to the end goal of $7,000 to $10,000 a month as quick as possible, right? And I'm so confident with it that the statement is that I help Muslims get to $7,000 to $10,000 a month within the next 90 days, or a full refund, no questions asked. And I also say, worst case scenario, anything can happen. If you don't even make $5,000 a month with my guidance, you're eligible for a full refund plus $500 from my own pocket just to say sorry for wasting your time. So that's how confident I am. And it's pretty logical on how everything works. Like, the old methods of marketing, like billboards and handing out flyers and newspapers, etc., they're just not as effective anymore, because marketing by definition is getting the right people's eyeballs on what you have to offer. And where are everyone's eyeballs? On their phones, right? And that is why essentially what we're doing is these construction companies, moving companies, tiling, dentists, who were doing well in the mid 2010s, but especially now after COVID, they're really struggling. So what I'm helping people do is set up their own halal digital marketing agency wherever they live, like UK, US, Canada, and use my systems that I personally use in my own agency to acquire those clients, and use my help to find people in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh who know digital marketing. That's cheap labor. So when you get the clients, you can just outsource the work to them. Now, the program structure, when you do something over and over again, it kind of becomes like a science experiment, like chemical A, chemical B equals this result. So I've divided this program into 3 simple phases. Like, first step, if, for example, someone gets started, is I will teach you everything there is to know about how this business works, because realistically you do need to know that. And then second, I will teach you all the mindset, the insights of running a 6-figure agency. And then what I will do is I will give you the easiest and most profitable niche to get clients and make money as quick as possible, right? And then according to that niche, we'll then help you find someone in a third world country who knows a lot about that niche, has successful results in digital marketing, so you can just outsource the work to them. So that's phase 1. Phase 2 is you will use my automation funnels, my tried and tested systems, and my one-on-one help to acquire your first client. That's phase 2. And then phase 3 is getting 2 to 3 more clients and putting some of the profits, realistically, back into the business to then outsource the whole thing and make it fully automated. That's exactly how it becomes into a halal passive income agency, right? No, the biggest things that hold people back is the mindset of, what if this is a scam? Look, it's fair, and there's a lot of nonsense out there, and you can't really avoid people falling into traps that they have in, like, by investing into the wrong things and not having the right support in certain programs. I know it's all out there. I know that sort of stuff exists. It's happened to myself, but I'm not saying there isn't anything legit out there as well, because I eventually stumbled upon good things, and that's what's enabled me to find the good from those things and leave out the bad. Like, the main thing is this a scam? Is a pretty good reason to be careful, but it's not a reason to do nothing. It's kind of something that you can address with the person, whoever's you're trying to work with. You can address that by asking them, hey, do you have a legal agreement? Or second, using a safe and secure platform, as in like PayPal or Stripe, where if things go wrong, you can always contact them and you get a buyer's protection from them. So that's an addressable kind of objection. But doing nothing is never the answer. Like, why the hell would you do nothing? Because that just means you're going to be exactly like everyone else, doing nothing in their life and just wishing they had certain things. I wanted to give you an example. There's 2 types of people. There's one, they have all these reasons to not do things, and they just tell themselves, just to make themselves feel good, that nothing is good and nothing works and it's all a scam, blah blah blah. Second person, they have all these skeptic mindsets, but they use that to address it. They address those concerns and solve them, and if it feels right, they go ahead and do it. And that's exactly what I encourage people to do. Watch my videos, understand the process. It makes logical sense. You see that there's a Muslim brother helping you, and in Islam, you have to assume the best until proven wrong. So always assume the best about another Muslim, right? One of those things where if you think everyone's gonna cheat you, it most likely is gonna happen with you all the time. But if you have good intentions, and if you've done your due diligence and you've addressed those concerns you might have, then leave it up to Allah. Because, after, let's say, for example, you do istikhara, what could go wrong? You've done istikhara, do istikhara, and if it feels right, if the process makes sense, go ahead and take action. Right, just like with anything in life, you have to take some sort of risk. And why people buy is after they do istikhara, it just feels right. That is literally the most common thing I get from people when they're jumping on the program. It just felt right. And another thing is that the process makes sense. It was logical, and then they're getting one-on-one support. Like, how can you fail? Right? Like, everyone that has done whatever I told them to do has succeeded. Like, I can truly say that with confidence, right? But now I just want to end it off. Like, you have two action steps that you could potentially do. I'm leaving a link in the description to book in a one-on-one chat with me. It's completely free. You'll get to meet me. You'll ask me questions. I'll explain the process. But the requirements are that you have a big enough goal other than yourself, right? Like a charitable cause, or you really want to change your family's life and your life. Second, you have 30 to 45 minutes a day. And thirdly, you have anywhere from 1,500 to 5,700 USD, anywhere between that, to put into this to get this started. So if that's you, book in a call with me. Second, if you really, need more kind of reassurance, number one, prepare questions. Second, do istikhara. Book in a call with me. I'll address them. If it makes sense, inshallah, we'll get started. So regardless, please take some sort of action, whether me, someone else, but regardless, do something, because in life, action equals the outcome that you want.